Okay, I am back for my part three, the trilogy of chapter two. All right, so finding the first eight multiples of each number. So, the one thing that I really like to do is to actually put the dashes so I know that I did enough. So, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to go ahead and start skip counting. So, I'm going to go 4, which is times 1, 8 times 2. And then we're going to go to 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. And you know each of these is times 1, times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5, times 6, 7, and times 8. They're multiples, your multiplication facts. Now your 5s are going to be a little bit easier because you guys know those skip count lines. So again, 8 multiples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to skip count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Again, the times 1, times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5, times 6, times 7, times 8. Now, we need to figure out what numbers they have in common. So the number that they have in common is they both have a 20. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So what is the least common multiple or the lowest number that they have in common? That is 20. Okay, so you just need to make sure it's kind of like factors where you are comparing the two and then their factors, you're finding the greatest common factor. This one you're looking for the least common multiple. Okay, all right, we are going to shift gears a little bit and we're going to be looking at our area model. So we have 27 times 5. We pull out that group of 10. How many groups of 10s are there? 2. So that's our 20 plus our 7. So we're going to go 20 times 5. Remember, it's an area model, kind of like an area rug, and an area rug is the inside. So 20 times our 5, we know is 100. And then we have 7 times our 5, we know is 35. So when we're actually doing this on the paper, they're having us write it out. 20 times 5, 7 times 5. We said the 20 times the 5 again was 100. We said the 7 times the 5 again was 35. So when I add 100 plus 35, or the whole area, it's 135. So 27 times 5 is 135. Okay, let's look at this one. 16 times 4. Again, we're going to pull out that group of 10. So I'm going to write on the side here. 10. When I pull a 10 out, what am I left with? 6. So now I have 4 times 10, which is going to give me 40, and 6 times 4, which is going to give me 24. So if I were to write it here, I have 10 times 4 and 6 times 4. 10 times 4 is 40. 6 times 4 is 24. If I were to add them together, I have 64. So 16 times 4 is 64. Again, when you're looking at this 16 times 4, pull out the group of 10. And then you know each of these will be multiplied by the 4. Okay, so that should help you a little bit. Okay, the next part that we want to be touching on is deciding in a word problem whether you want to estimate or give the exact answer. A great way to think about estimating is it says like about how many, versus exact is like if I go up to the cashier and I want to buy something, if I don't have enough money, I can't buy it. So I want to have an exact amount in about how much I want to give them. Okay, so we're going to go over that as the last part of this 4-part series.